and gentlemen.
Very white balance.
We know that you have been here for almost the better half of the day, or the better part of the day, but because we were not done with our deliberations, we could not meet with you. We are now done. As you know, we started yesterday here in the Northwest Province as the National Working Committee. But the person who will speak to you about why we are here and what happened and what decisions have been taken by the NWC is the Secretary General. Comrade Gwede.
Comrade Jackson, thank you. We came here from 2 o'clock yesterday on Sunday. We dealt with 4 issues over the 1.5 days. The first one was to have a view of the overall picture about local government in the Northwest. We got into details in all the municipalities of the Northwest, region by region. So we have a sense of what is happening where, because we thought that the last item which we dealt with, which is the situation in Tlokwe municipality, will not be understood if it is seen in isolation to the rest of the state of municipalities in the province. That would cover all areas where there are problems and where we're doing well, whether it is a problem in Makwasi Hills or trying to correct the situation that happened in Titsobota, whether it is the problem of water in Muritile. So we have a sense of what is happening in local government in the Northwest now. That was the first issue we dealt with. The second one, we dealt with the question of the Dr. Kenneth Kaunda region. You'll recall that that region has been disbanded by the PEC. We received a detailed report on the reason for disbanding the region. I must also submit the fact that the region has appealed to the NEC to review that decision. We have received that appeal. We have not attended to it now. A team will be put together to deal with that appeal. The third area was the question of Ngaka Mtiri Mlema, which is a region that was disbanded. In that one, it is different from Dr. KK in the sense that we received a report of the progress towards a regional conference, because if you disband a structure in the ANC, there are timelines within which you must put a proper structure in place to replace the one that has been disbanded. So we covered both the regions that are disbanded in the region. The last one was the question of Tlokwe municipality. In the Tlokwe municipality, we got a detailed report. We talked to the PEC, we talked to the councillors. We have a sense now of what is happening. We could not finish the processes of dealing with Tlokwe, precisely because it requires aspects of investigation to allegations made. So we'll have to deal with those allegations and have a sense of what is happening, whether it is mere dogfight of people who are ambitious and those who want to remove others, or are there real problems. So we're in a process of doing so. We don't want to put the cat before the horse by announcing what the outcome of that process will be. So we've started that process. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nopala. Thank you very much. That's where we are now. We will then take any questions, if you have any, which we can then answer. Baba, to the faith.
Mr. Mandash, I just want to know, the meeting here was to deal mainly or only with matters related to local government, or were there other issues? Because we are well aware of, you know, the political wranglings that have been happening in the Northwest Province, more especially with leading to the Mangaung elective conference, where you know, there were problems, and this is one of the provinces that you indicated when you had a press briefing in the House, that it's one of the provinces that needs urgent attention. Is that urgent attention that you spoke about only isolated, or only you know, looking at issues related to local government, or were there other issues that you will still be dealing with, or that you are in the process of dealing with, towards, you know, bringing normality, if someone might say so, in the province, basically, in the ANC structures in the province?
Thank you. I know Zulu. If I don't know your name, my apologies. Next.
No, that's fine. I'm Dane Bice, I'm from OFA. So you've talked about the investigations into allegations here in Tlokwe. Do you have a time frame of when those investigations are going to be finished, and how will the outcome thereof be communicated? That's all.
Another one?
Yeah, I'm Victor Botlo from Potchefstroom Herald. I just want to find out SG, because the real issue here is the focus at local municipality. And we are aware that come 26 February is the municipal council. What is the instruction maybe of the NEC about reinstating the mayor of ANC?
Any other one? None. Thank you very much. We will then allow Unobhala to respond to the questions.
The first one is whether we dealt with local government only. When we dealt with the situation in both Nakamtiri Mlema and Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, that had nothing to do with local government. It was organizational. So we're dealing with organizational challenges and trying to restore stability in the province organization. So we didn't only focus on local government. We had two reports on local government, one that dealt with the overall situation in local government in the province, and the one that dealt specifically with Tlokwe municipality. And the other two areas of focus had nothing to do with local government. They looked into the organizational standing of Kenneth Kaunda region and Nakamtiri Mlema region. So we're dealing with organizational issues in the province. I must add that there is a team deployed in the Northwest which is convened by Batabile Dlamini. That team will do the work here on an ongoing basis of the NEC. So the NEC is not coming by visiting. There is a team that works here almost permanently, and we're quite comfortable to hear that they've been allocated to regions. That Comrade so-and-so will be in Region X and Region Y. All the NEC members are attached to regions of the ANC in this program. On the investigation in Tlokwe, what are the issues? Anything that is alleged, whether it is alleged that there will be corruption. Let me make that example. If there is that allegation, it's an allegation until we make sense of what that allegation entails. What is it that makes people to accuse a person of corruption? You know, corruption is like being a sellout in the 80s. If you had said you are a sellout in the 80s, you ended up with a tie around your neck and run with a fire all over yourself. In many instances, many people are wrongfully accused. And the corruption is beginning to take that status. If anybody is accused of corruption, then that person has a smell, and nobody wants to come close to that person. So it is in the interest of the person, in the interest of the municipality, and in the interest of the ANC to make sense of those allegations. It can be any other allegation. There are a number of allegations that were made, whether it is the relationship of the municipality, caucuses, and the PEC, all those allegations we're going to deal with. That's why we'll have our next visit here on the 3 and 4 of March. We'll be here on the 3 and 4 of March. On the 26th of February, there's a council meeting. There's no instruction given, except that it is in the interest of the ANC to restore itself. It is having a majority by far in the council. It can't outsource power. And that is the only directive that has been given to the province and the councillors, that you can't outsource power when you have a majority. They must go back and restore the ANC. in this municipality where it has a majority.
Thank you so much.
Still, when that is done, it's not a question of saying do it that way. Do the right thing procedurally because that is what you should be doing. You can't give away power like that.
Sorun?
Mr. Mantashe, do we have an indication, let me just ask this, as to when will the report that was tabled by, or recommendations of the report pertaining to this province, the report by a commission that was headed by Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, when will the province receive
Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma investigated.
Irregularities ahead of the 2000?
They investigated 400 wards plus 419. 419 wards. They have given a report on all of them. We've split that report to the deployees that I'm talking about, convened by Batabile. Is their responsibility to deal with those matters. They have got the report. Every team in every province has a report about that particular province. So that team is having the province. The PEC should sit with that team and deal with the recommendation of the Nkosazana Dlamini report.
Thank you very much. That ends our... You want to ask something?
No, sir, no.
Oh, you see, we are very nice people.
Okay, thank you very much.
But,
Yes, the last time, Mr. Mantashe, Mr. Mantashe, there was the PEC said there are 6 councillors who are behind the removal of the former mayor here, who must face disciplinary action.
That is an allegation. When we say we'll investigate all the allegations, that will include those allegations. Nobody will be declared guilty unless we understand the information that leads to that determination.
so when you record, make sure that your phone doesn't ring.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Nice to speak to you.
Thank you.